hill. And look at this beautiful green TJ coming down the hill on obstacle C3. Jay Hopko in the number 222 stock modified of AtoZ Fab, spotted by Jim Smith. These guys out of Allentown, Pennsylvania. They are not a normal team for our pro tour, but they came through and battled it out in our last event, which was local to them, and they did so well they took second place. And they said, hey, we can do this. We can actually compete head-to-head with the best. So here they are. Joining forces with Max's Tires, Ultimate Air, Clayton Off-Road. That number 222 was his daily driver and may still be. I think he still drives it on a regular basis on the street. Just as my front rig, my trail rig does a little bit of everything. They built it in AtoZ Fab. These guys will be RC Rocks. It's a regional championship series, kind of like the WeRock competition. But this is their first, let's call it, dive away from their own hometown course there up in Rouse Creek, Pennsylvania. And they're going to take a bonus line here. This is a 10-point bonus line that they're going for. It looks like so far that every team has tried it. They got a banner warning. If they back into that banner any farther, don't get a 10-pointer. They're in trouble taking this buggy the way it's at. That 10 points on the banner is a tough one. Now the judge says, hey, they're rubbing it, it's okay. But if they bend that banner a whole bunch, they're in trouble. Now, right now, it's almost like no option except to go forward, because if they continue to push, if they had to back up to try to read a new line, then they would bend the banner even more after they've gotten their warning. So that would be a 10-point hit. 10 points is a lot in the stock modified class. You can see those Max's tripping over the tires. No, actually those are Max's creepy crawlers. Hooking up just fine for this team so far.
Front bird! Jim, front bird!
As you can see, we got 1, 2, 3 spotters going on right now, and that's all right. Everybody can spot all you want. They're doing a good job here. Banner warning again, so they can't bend it any farther. But now it looks like they've gotten set up on a little bit better line. But will the front end clear? Who knows?
Suck the front end down for the climb.
And he's hoping that that front tire will hook without sliding the driver. And it is sliding to the driver's side. They're trying to avoid this cone off of the left front tire. Again, this AtoZ Fab team, not a normal part of our competition tour, but doing very well. And there's the next banner warning. They can't go any farther again. It's just like a courtesy warning. And if they were to back into it with speed and go too far into it, bend it 6, 8, 10 inches or more, it's an instant penalty of 10 points that they cannot dispute. And there's Alex Vaughn, one of our local heroes here in the black and red buggy, followed by Mike Cole. Mike Cole in that red, white, and blue Pro modified. And I see.
Nice, nice. Woo! Yeah!
Alright. This guy's doing well on the number 222.
Front winch out! Front winch out, Jim! Good!
They winch the front out. Now what they do on all these teams is they have the front and rear winch. Actually attach the winch line to the axle. So attach the front winch to the front axle, the rear winch to the rear axle, and when you want to lower the car, they either suck the front down or the rear down or both down, depending on if they're going uphill or downhill or sideways across the hill. There's a whole bunch of techniques and reasons to use them. How much time? They got 4.5 4.5, just over 4.5, just under 4.5 minutes left. So Jay Hopko, got to be happy with the way things are going right now. Hoping they'll avoid that downhill cone.
No, that was a rock. That rock hit that. Rock hit the cone.
They're going to check and see if the tire hit the cone or not.
We can replay my
If
video.
he's sitting on top of the dots, then it'll be a cone. If he's not sitting on the top of the dots, then he'll be clean.
Jim, beer burned down.
Oh. There were there. But I don't know if he's sitting on top of it or not.
What about time as we're discussing it? Hey, time out! Stop the clock! Stop the clock! Stop!
They said that they need to stop. Time stopped while the marshal checked.
Hey, is the front winch out?
Yeah.
Still sliding. Probably saw something else.
It's raining harder. Yes, it is.
There you go. I don't know how he's going to get over
I'm just gonna have to take the hat off and put it over the camera. Seriously.
He's going to have to. Jim!
They're checking. He may be parked on top of the dots. The problem is,
Front burn.
the tire may be covering the dots where the cone was. There's a rock there that might have knocked the cone off. We're not sure yet. So Marshall's going to check it. Because we want to be fair to the team. He may be sitting on the cone, he may not be.
He's going to call it as soon as he goes forward. Set it back. Probably rear burn now.
And they set the cone right back on the edge. He's right up against it because there's no extra room there.
Hey, take one more back.
But we can see where a bunch of rock has been scratched off. They might have been scratching off the paint before because two rigs have been over the top of that with their belly. All right, and he'll get another reverse point right there where he backs up. He's
Come on,
trying to
guys,
get over and
time. All
for that
in.
particular cone.
Rear axle in. Gotta watch your time. And you rear
They got
burn.
3 minutes on the clock, so they're looking decent right now.
Come on, Spotter.
And Chicky Barton coming down through gate 3. Taking a regular progress gate, a smart move because he'll get 1 extra point by using this
Rear burn
strategy.
down.
None of the other teams passed through gate 3. This is a bonus for him. So he'll actually pick up an extra point over what everybody else did because of strategy. And he is clean. Now, if he does the next 2 bonuses,
Come on, get out of
he'll
there.
end up 1 point better than anybody else so far. A smart move by Chicky Barton. And they have 6 minutes here. That number 144C. You see that vertical level on the side of it? That's a special transfer case. Now, most transfer cases,
Let's go.
the transfer case comes off the back of the transmission. The transmission normally spins the drive shaft. Well, think about it. A four-wheel drive vehicle has a drive shaft going to the back. And then you get the drive shaft going to the front as well. Goes to a special gearbox called a transfer case. In those gearboxes, there's a set of low-range gears that make it even lower.
Hey,
So
suck
it
the
goes
front winch
slower.
in.
It has
That'll
a
get
lot more
suck
torque.
'em.
The wheel speed slows down, but the torque goes way up, just by gear multiplication. Now, this one doesn't use a regular gear set to power out going out to those drive shafts. It actually uses a special clutch that's run by air. So he's able to disengage the rear drive or the front drive with a flick of the switch. Instantly, air pressure releases, the rear end goes out of gear, or the front end goes out of gear. Depending on which one he's
Get out of there. Time
So
done.
now, as you can see, these rocks have gotten wet. And now things are going to get real interesting because teams are going to struggle. So, a little bit here, luck of the draw, but this is like ice. I'm talking, it's slick. So the teams are really going to struggle at this point. They're hoping that this weather will clean up quick.
Rear axle.
Otherwise, things are going to get real ugly real fast. Jay Hotko, in number 222, is finishing fast. He's running at less than 40 seconds, I heard. And he's caught in this muck and mire. We call it a minefield of boulders. He still has 25 seconds. He's on his reverse here.